going on, guys? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
And we're going to a job. We're going to give you the kind of Andrew Camerata experience today. And we'll see how it goes. This is our first time, so it should be fun. You want to tell them what we got going on, Jake?
Yes, we got a couple hemlocks, we got a prune, and we got the trailer, the dump trailer, with the Kubota tractor, WoodMaxx wood chipper, and the Wicked Grapple on the front. So we're going to be pruning up those hemlock hedge for the customer, and then they got a shed beneath it that we're going to be dismantling and hopefully having a little bit of fun with the Wicked Grapple. We'll see how well it does crunching it up, and we're going to load it into the back of the dumpster can. So it should be a nice, quick, easy job. It's supposed to hit 95 degrees today at the end of May, so we want to get in, get out, and hit the water on my boat later for a little fun.
All right, guys, we made it. We are here showing Chris the job here. So what we got, as you can see, are these hemlocks here behind the gate. And that's what we're going to be pruning a little bit. You can see how they come out over the grass and stuff. So we're going to be raising them up to about like 10 feet high, just that way they don't droop down, and pushing them back inwards, kind of like we did on that pine hedge a couple videos back. And then this is the little shed that we are going to be dismantling and taking apart here. So it's on like a wooden base, which we're going to be taking out as well. But they have another shed like over there by their driveway, so they don't really need it. Oh, and they didn't take the stuff out, so. All right, well, we're gonna have to deal with that, but yep, that's the job. So Chris took a couple screws out. He's currently just manhandling this thing and lifting it up off the base here. I think we just come in with the tractor once he moves the car and kind of bash it up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go grab the tractor.
I don't think Jake plans on keeping this shed anymore. almost lost it on that one.
God, I got no weight on the back.
Okay guys, moving right along. Shed is removed, all loaded up in the truck over there. As you can see, we had a little scare. Totally forgot. I'm so used to having the big tool rack, which is like over 1,000 pounds on the 3-point hitch, or the chipper, which is right around like 900. When I was coming out with that plywood base, totally forgot I didn't have any ballast in the back. So I definitely had a major butt pucker moment. And Chris, I could see too, was like, whoa. But no harm, no foul, nothing happened, nothing damaged. So good learning experience. So anyway, now we are going to get on with raising up these hemlocks and pushing them back a bit. The homeowner wants all the chips, so we're gonna chip them up into a pile right here to cover up where the shed was. And yeah, then we'll be out of here. Okay guys, so as you can see, we got a lot of brush on the ground already, and we've raised up this hemlock hedge or row pretty significantly. The trick here is that these hemlocks, you know, as you can see, are pretty thin as it is, as far as the canopy goes. And when you're making cuts like this, yes, sometimes, you know, you can see Chris is going through, taking off full branches back to the trunk that absolutely just need to come off. Whereas I've been going with the pole popper, which is more of like a more dainty method, so to speak. And the two work really well in conjunction with each other. Chris is also going through cutting out deadwood and stuff, but I'm going back and tipping stuff back. Like you can see the couple cuts there that I made on that branch. And what that does is it not only reduces how far the branches come out, but it also takes the weight off the tips. So then once you reduce that weight, the entire branch will actually raise itself back up, because that branch, you know, didn't really need to come off all the way, because you'd leave a big hole pretty much. So over here, you can see these branches are still pretty low, but what happens with these hemlocks and coniferous trees in general is that if they don't get attention often, then the only growth is really out on the tips, and the inside of the tree, as you can see, becomes bare. So the green is just out here, and people often don't like that because they end up looking sparse. So in this section here, I'll set up the tripod and you'll kind of see what I mean. I'm gonna lightly tip these back, but also at the same time, it's going to raise up the canopy a little bit. And a third thing that it does is that it'll actually promote more inward and lateral growth from these branches going into the future. So this customer moved into this house maybe like 2 years ago. This is probably like the third or fourth time we've been here doing work. We took down 2 big pines down the hill over there. But I told them, you know, this is kind of like going to be a program now where we can come once a year or once every other year and do some, you know, pruning maintenance to try and promote, you know, the health of this hedge to get it a little bit more full and looking, you know, more healthy, to provide some nice screening for them. So I'll set the camera up and I'll do this little section. Hopefully you can see what I mean. Well, all right, guys, that's pretty much a wrap here. We are gonna load up the tractor. Chris is finishing hooking up the trailer. All the shed trash is in the dumpster can. And let me show you final product back here in the backyard. Came out pretty good, and I think the homeowners are gonna be happy. But we pushed back the hemlocks pretty good and raised them up a bunch. So now kids can play back here. So looks pretty good.